I want you guys to spread this video around so that your faves can
watch the breakdown.
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Watch the motherfucking breakdown. It's time. It's time to get y'all asses up. First of all, sound the alarm. Beyonce came out here and snatched my goddamn edges. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. Because it was very unfair how she came down here and snatched my wig off of my head. Like, my scalp did not ask for that type of treatment. Sis, you know what I mean? You were supposed to give me head and shoulders type of treatment. You know, you're supposed to gently massage my scalp. Instead, she came in here and she took a bulldozer. She took a chainsaw to my scalp. And I was like, okay, sis, I guess if you want to do that shit for Vogue, I'll just deal with it. But I want to tell y'all to take y'all ass to houseofexpression.com. She's always lit. I put up a blog post on a main topic, Big Freedia, that I'm going to be talking about this video. So yeah, go over there. Every time I release a video, first of all this shit will be on patreon.com/ageexpression first before any of y'all get it. That's just a tea. But yeah, every single time I release a video, make sure that you also go to check out houseofexpression.com, because I'm trying to release blog posts with every video that I release, and also just posting on there regularly. There's products up there. There's also a house member section where I'm posting pictures of you guys in the House of Expression gear, so make sure to send those pictures to me. Y'all already know what the tea is. First of all, let's talk about Beyonce. I mean, just this morning, you know when you drop something and you like scream like, ah! Like, you know what I mean? I was putting my contest and it slipped, it dropped. I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even want to think about what my body will be automatically doing when The Lion King comes out. I'm ready. Now, sis, you didn't have to do that shit to me, okay? You didn't have to do that shit to me. And the pictures were sickening, and I'll show some right here. The pictures were sickening. There's no reason for your face to be constructed in this way, because it's just completely disrespectful to my motherfucking spirit. She had this, I don't know, is this a fruit basket that's on her head? I don't know, girl. Somebody sent her edible arrangements, and she decided to stick that shit on her head, and I do not blame her. Sis, you are wearing the hell. Beyonce, you're wearing the hell out of these edible arrangements, okay? I really want it. Is that a grape? What the fuck is this? It's a small ass grape? What's going on here? I'm not even gonna do it to you, sis. You did the goddamn thing. Honestly, I wanted this picture to be the cover. I mean, she was just sitting, and I just love how black and country this shit is. I love how black and country this shit is. She's giving you glamour, posing, and expensive ass clothing right in front of a clothing line with some shit hanging off of it. Like, girl, I just did laundry type of teeth. I love the blackness, and the pictures were impressive, and I love the fact that Beyonce, she's out here opening doors. That's what we all need to do. Tyler Mitchell's a 23-year-old black ass photographer. He did the damn thing, says Tyler says. You got me right on together, sis. The pictures are impressive, and what's even more impressive is just Beyonce's mindset. She went through and talked about the fact that she had a C-section, and they had to take organs. I was like, girl, what the hell y'all talk? This ain't no church. You ain't removing no organs. Get out my motherfucking face. I was like, ooh, bitch, is that Beyonce's spleen over there? No, but it was cool that she opened up about that, opening up about her body. She was saying that, girl, yeah, if I want a six-pack, I can go get it, but right now, my mommy body is just a T right now, and just, y'all hoes are just gonna simply have to deal with it. I love how she talked about diversity in the industry. I will read a quote that she said, when I first started 21 years ago, I was told that it was hard for me to get onto covers of magazines because black people did not sell. Clearly, that has been proven a myth. Not only is an African American on the cover of the most important month for Vogue, this is the first ever Vogue cover shot by an African American photographer. She also said if people in powerful positions continue to hire and cast only people who look like them, sound like them, come from the same neighborhoods, they will never have a greater understanding of experiences different from their own. She's saying that, girl, y'all girls will continue to regurgitate the same shit that we've been hearing over and over and over again. She also talks about the fact that she is a descendant of like master and slave type of relationship, and she says she had to really process what that means. It's a lot of shit. I was pleasantly surprised that we got this much like from her. I was, as I said, I think in the previous video, I said I'm not expecting a whole lot of words from her. I was expecting a lot of pictures and just, we draw our own conclusions, context clues type of teas like we in school. I was expecting some cute ass captions, but she really came out here and gave us like a full insight into her thought process and how she's matured and the fact that she still wants to continue to grow. So I'm excited. I loved it. Let's move on to talking about some of your problematic ass faves. Now let me tell you something. Big Freedia should not have to be over here begging for scraps, and that's just the tea. Okay, and every time she goes on these interviews and she makes such well-crafted statements, you know what I mean? She's trying not to fuck up her money. I know what she really wants to say. Big Freedia, if you're watching this, sis, I know what you're really trying to say, but sis, she's being very, efficient about, I don't know if it's efficient, she's being very cautious about the things that she said, while at the same time making sure that she gets her point across. I wrote about this on houseofexpression.com, you need to go check it out. If you're not aware, there are a lot of people who have been criticizing a lot of artists for using Big Freedia, and Drake is not the only one, you know what I mean? Some of, all our faves are guilty of this shit. A lot of people have been talking about the fact that Big Freedia's voice is being used on all these fucking tracks, and she's nowhere to be seen in the videos, you know what I mean? And I spoke about this, but it speaks to how the people who are, you know, have the most privilege will take your art, take the art of minorities, take the creativity of minorities, take the innovation of minorities, build whole ass careers off that shit, and then just leave us, you know, twisting in the fucking wind. That's how a lot of white people treat black art. You're good enough to take the ideas and the music and the clothing and the dancing from, but you're not good enough to present those ideas to the public, right? That's how white people treat black people, and then this is how straight people treat the LGBT, and that's just the tea. I said this in my fucking article. I said that, you know, straight men are out here using our lingo to insult us, you know what I mean? We have all these celebrities who out here treat us like handbags, you know, we're good enough to beat your face and come up with choreography and shit like that for y'all, but the moment that it's time to insult someone, those same celebrities that use gays for all parts of their career, those same celebrities are the first ones to be homophobic. So, and the fact that Big Freedia ass she sat up here and took bounce from you know, a mainly underground type genre, and she presented it to fucking mainstream, and you know, it took off. Like, the fact that she sat up here and did the fucking work, she should not be out here having to fucking beg to be in nobody's song. And I know she ain't beg, but she was just saying, like, it was the middle of the night, I had to reach out to him, my people did my fucking makeup at like 2 a.m. or some shit, and we went there, and then when she got there, Drake didn't want her to get off the mic. You see what I'm saying? And that is literally a metaphor for how y'all treat minorities, how y'all treat LGBT people, how white people treat black people, and how straight people treat the LGBT community. Y'all want us to rock the mic the whole night. Don't want us to fucking get off the mic. You know, that dance was sickening, bitch. You know, you love our lingo, all this shit. But when it's time for us to be represented, when it's time for us to create spaces that actually mean something, y'all are not, we can't do that shit. We can't allow that shit. I even said that. I said this in my article as well. I said, you know, it reminds me of how y'all treated B. Scott when he came to BET. Like, he was good enough to host. He was good enough to kiki. He was good enough for y'all to get y'all lives. Oh, yes, honey, yes. Like, but he had to change how he presented himself because y'all were just uncomfortable. Like, I'm not for these like 2-second ass cameos so your homophobic ass audience can feel comfortable and shit. Just like, okay, girl, put the camera on her for a second, then we move it away. Like, you have built up your whole sound off of the shit that she, you know, pioneered and shaped, girl. We can do better than that. We could do, and she said, yeah, the checks are cool, which is why, you know, one of the reasons why I think she's very cautious and she's very careful what she says, because she don't want to fuck up her money. Nobody wants to fuck up their money like that, but I can speak because I'm not getting paid by none of these people. You see what the fuck I'm saying? And it's not only her, it's not only Drake, as I said, it's a whole problem that we have as a society. The fact that we can take from minorities, you know, we can make them into mascots, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can turn their ass, yes, girl, you better. But when it's time, oh girl, he's sus. Or, you know, when it's time to drag and read, oh, there's sugar in your tank. You know what I mean? Girl, if you hate us, hate all of us. Or if you don't want to stand, if you can't stand us, then that's fine. Don't take my art either. That's fine. Leave me out the equation fully. But if you're gonna build up off my art, as I said, it's not just Drake. If you're gonna build up off my art, if you're gonna build up off of the sweat and tears and blood and you know, the pain that I went through to exist, first of all, exist in a society, much less be successful at something. You see what I'm saying? If you're gonna do all that shit, you like, girl, do me more than just toss me some coins and then be like, all right, girl. And as y'all continue to make more money off of the shit that we pioneered, like, girl, I'm not here for it. Big Freedia should not have had to stand up there and ask Drake to be in the video. And y'all can say what y'all want to say. And as I said, that even goes for my faves. That goes for anybody. There's a lot of people who are out there doing this shit. There are a lot of people who were good enough to, yes, go, let's go on some shopping sprees. Oh my God, you came up with that idea. You came up with this music, this new dance. Oh my God, you're coming up with a whole culture in order to survive, at the fringes of society? Let me take from that and not fucking feature you and not make you visible. Like, girl, I'm not here for none of that, and y'all can simply kiss my ass about it. And I'll keep saying it. I hope that nobody takes this as me, singularly calling someone out. Like, if you guilty, then you're guilty of doing this shit, sis. But I'm just saying, as a whole, as society, we need to do better with how we treat minorities, okay? And I will continue to highlight the similarities between how white people treat black people and how straight people as a whole treat gay people. I don't like this idea that y'all can take what we pioneered or y'all can take what we have built ourselves off of, honestly, out of necessity. A lot of times that shit is built out of like needing to have a space, you know what I mean? And the fact that y'all take segments or whole parts of that shit and present it on your fucking, like, as a big part of your career or your art, that's cool, but I want y'all to credit us. Y'all have spent centuries fucking us over and denying us everything, So when you see something that you like, yeah, it's cool to get a check, it's cool that you like what I do. It is affirming to be included and to be visible and to be represented authentically. It is affirming. Like, it's one thing to just get a check for a product, but this is not just a product, it's who we are. Our art is a part of us because it had to be, you know what I mean? Just a lot of times, that's the only way that LGBT people got inspiration or kept the will to keep moving on. And for a lot of artists, it's a way that is how they made their lives in this society based on unwritten rules while we were breaking all of them. I want every straight person to really think about that shit. Like, yes, we know you appreciate our product and you just, snatch our voice and put it on a track, or snatch our shit and put it on whatever part of your career needs the shit today, and then you ignore our asses tomorrow. Of course, she says there's still more work to be done, because this whole situation isn't cute, but she said that it's definitely a step in the right direction. I think that other artists out there should feel the same way, that no matter what your background is, no matter if you're a gay artist, that we can be able to be there just as anyone else. And she says, my voice be on a lot of different stuff and people want to use bounce music as part of their music, but when it comes to the proper recognition of me being in the video, that's something that we're steady working towards to make it happen. And that's why a lot of people were so mad at people like Elvis and these fucking record labels who took the sound that African Americans pioneered and presented it in their own shit while these African American artists are struggling, or they're not getting the recognition or the plays, or the radio time or whatever that they deserve, when they're the ones who shape the music, you know what I mean? So that's the thing. When you're sitting from a place of privilege, understand what that means and operate accordingly, sis, and we won't be in this situation. That goes for everybody, not just Drake. That goes for everybody. I'm interested in seeing what you guys think about this. I'm sure, because I know a lot of black women watch me, that I'm sure black women can relate to this, because they see their work, they see their hair being like co-opted, and they're not getting the recognition or the privilege that these other people have while operating so freely with concepts from their culture that they, that black woman can't even operate with without seeming like stereotypical or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that a lot of people can relate. Let me know what you guys think. And on that note, please get your faves to at least try to have a good goddamn evening.